What is up, teachers on fire? It's the middle of summer and I want to know, how are you doing? This past Saturday was my first official freestyle day of summer. That's right, June 30th was my last official day of work, and every day in the week since was spoken for. And don't get me wrong, it was a lot of good stuff: family vacation, appointments, a paddleboarding trip with some other teachers. But Saturday was my first actual freestyle open calendar day of the summer. And the peace that I found throughout the day told me I freaking needed this. My spirit had been waiting for that day for weeks, maybe even months. I think you know what I'm talking about. Saturday and the days that have followed finally brought me back to this spot, which is writing, putting words together, and putting the phone up and recording messages for other teachers, claiming that delicious luxury of quiet, unhurried time to reflect, look back, take stock of myself as a person, and look forward to how I want the next few weeks to unfold. Now, I haven't had a vlog post like this one appear here on the Teachers on Fire YouTube channel since mid-April. That's 3 long months. How am I doing since that time? Well, right now I'm doing a lot better. How was I during May and June? Truthfully, not amazing. I've written many times in the past about how my master's in educational leadership degree, which began back in 2017, and my creative work here at Teachers on Fire, which began in 2018, have breathed new life and new fire into my work in education. Things like blog posts and podcast episodes and YouTube videos have given me more opportunities to reflect and learn and engage and build new relationships with other education thought leaders than I ever imagined possible. One thing I've learned about myself along the journey is that when I'm doing well as a person, that means I'm not only doing well as a professional, but I'm also finding some time each week to create. Profession and passion are both burning bright. That means that even while I'm crushing my professional responsibilities at school, I'm also finding time to write and speak and record and do all of those creative things. When I'm involved in sharing ideas and engaging in education conversations, that's actually pouring more fuel on my professional fire and equipping me to be a better education leader for the community that I serve. It's a virtuous cycle. Now listen, I know that makes me a weirdo, okay? Most teachers that I know aren't really all that interested or don't have the capacity to share more education ideas and engage in more education conversations and write and record conversations about education on their weekends. And I get that. But for me, there is a fire that is kindled somewhere in my brain when I'm engaged in those spaces and in those activities. If you go to my Teachers on Fire YouTube channel, you'll see this header: warming your heart, sparking your thinking, igniting your professional practice. That's not just my mission statement, that's also born from personal experience. And that's a fire that I want to share with others. So when my creative voice lapses into silence, that's both a symptom and a cause. What do I mean by creative silence? Well, I'm talking about no writing, no blog posts, no podcast episodes, no YouTube videos like this one. On the one hand, it's a symptom when none of those things are happening. It means that overwork and burnout are encroaching on my mental health, and I simply don't have the emotional bandwidth to write or record anything. When I'm in a place like that, even if I do find the scraps of emotional strength to actually sit down and think about writing or recording something, I'm instantly plagued by anxiety and guilt. Should I really be writing a blog post when work email and tasks are piling up unattended, when family members deserve more of my energy and attention, and when home maintenance duties are calling? So my creative silence is often a symptom that I am being stretched, sometimes badly so. It means that my mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual health are not what they should be. I don't have the margin I need. And then my creative silence isn't just a symptom, it also becomes a cause. Just as restoring cars or cooking or fishing breathes life and restores fire in the hearts of some educators, producing and engaging with content is my catharsis. As an Adobe study recently found, creating content can be a deep sense of joy and fulfillment for creators. As I said, it's been 3 months since I've felt the latitude to pick up the proverbial pen and actually write, or set up the phone and actually record a video. 12 weeks away from a substantive conversation about teaching and education. A creative drought, if you will. Now, I know these are first world problems. I realize there is tremendous privilege and entitlement around the idea of lamenting the absence of passion projects. But I'm speaking to the place and the space that I'm in right now, and I'm also speaking from the conviction that every educator owes it to themselves, to their own mental health, and to their students to engage in pursuits of passion outside of work and outside of work time. As YouTuber Dave Stewart is good at reminding us, we are more than our work, teachers. By my ideals and values, 90 days without engaging in creative content is not acceptable. Like you, I want to take some time in the days and weeks to come to rest, reflect, and begin to unpack the last few months, and in my case, sort through the mechanics of my creative decline. There's some more learning to be done there, and that may be worthy of its own vlog. But for now, friend, I'm going to enjoy this moment because the lawn has been mowed, the laundry is clean and sorted, the car has been washed, the family is safe, happy, and healthy. My window is open and I'm enjoying the warm breeze of a summer evening. I have nowhere to rush to, and for once, no tasks that require my urgent attention. I'm finally back to creating, and I can feel my fire for education coming back as well. Have a great summer, colleague. Whenever you have the time or inclination, I'd love to connect with you and hear some of your thoughts at Teachers on Fire on any social media platform. And hey, if you're not really up for the education conversations and it was all you could do to survive through this video, then I get it. More power to you. You do whatever you need to do to rest well and bring back your fire, and I'll see you in the fall. Take care, Teachers on Fire.